So it's Chippy here with Ultrabook News, and we're with Toshiba at the headquarters in Europe here, and of course we're looking at the Z830 Ultrabook here. What I want to do is quickly go around the device and tell you a few things about the device. First things first though, this is super light, and when I say super light, this is not your 1.5 kilos, this is 1.1 kilo. This is lighter than most netbooks. So what you got here is a Core i5, could be Core i7 or Core i3, but this one's a Core i5 device. Full kind of desktop processing power, in a super thin build, 13-inch screen, 1366 by 768 in 1.1 kilo. So that's the first thing to notice. I want to flip round and also show you some of the other devices that we've looked at. Some of the other Ultrabooks have a lot of mini and micro ports, but one of the features here that's really important with the Z830 is that it's got full VGA, full HDMI, two USBs 2s there, I'll show you another one in a minute, and gigabit Ethernet. This is full connector size here. Here's the USB 3 port. Let's just get the lighting on that. There's the blue connector there. Kensington lock port, and on the other side, flip that round, full SD card slot. I'm not sure if that's SDXC, but it's definitely SDHC. And for those of you using Skype with a headset with a microphone and headphone port, there's the two connectors you need for that. Underneath, of course, this is a sealed unit device. I don't know the battery size on this, but there's the fan output, which is interesting. It's got a slightly raised profile, which actually means it will pass what they call the pillow test. What they've done is they've got a number of air inputs, a number of air outputs, and the little gap under there you can see helps you pass the pillow test, which means it doesn't get overheated when you got it on your lap in bed. So let's open it up and see this quick start in action. This isn't the final build, by the way. This is a sample device, but I'll talk about it. There's the quick start, and actually already connected to the internet. That was a couple of seconds. So things to note here: backlit keyboard, and it is a really nice keyboard. I've had a little test here. Nice full-size shift key on the right, function keys all the way across the top, and a couple of little extra buttons here. So we've got a really nice touchpad. This will be multi-touch, and really nice mouse left and right buttons. I actually like that. A little bit plasticky on the finish there. That chrome, I hope that doesn't scratch off. Integrated indicator lamps across the bottom, which is a nice feature. But this is a great one here. Let's just turn the mouse on and off, so that it doesn't affect when you're gaming or just when you're typing a long document, which is the case as we've seen on other devices. Also on the top here, there's the power. There's an eco button which switches you to the Toshiba sort of power saving mode. So that means you don't have to mess around with the Windows 7 settings. And then we've got the that's a display choice button there. So a little word about the screen. You'll see this one's actually glossy. It's not going to be glossy on the final version. This is going to be a matte screen, so that's going to be important. So ignore also the viewing angles that you're seeing here. That might change. 1366 by 768 is going to be the resolution, so it's not super high resolution. And while we're in media player, there's let's test the volume of the device. There we go. So the speakers are on the front. It's actually pretty loud. You might even say there's a little bit of bass in there, but I'm not going to say that. Right, what else have we got? So there's the webcam. You see there's an indicator lamp on the right at the top there. Not sure on the resolution of the webcam, but actually the responsiveness looks pretty good. We're in a fairly bright room, so not surprising that looks okay there. Just want to mention the microphone here. So the Z830 is coming in kind of two main variants. It's the Portagee range and the satellite range. And if you don't know the difference between the two ranges, Portagee is more sort of business focused, satellite a little bit more sort of consumer focused, but both will be based on the same chassis, the same build quality. And Toshiba tell us they've done a fair bit of testing on this in terms of drop tests, 100 kilo load test, 30-inch drop test, shake test, etc, etc. It's not mil-spec, but it's certainly going to be rugged. 20 patents in this as well. Interesting. So really liking this. We don't know price and availability yet now, and I think price is going to be The important spec we need to know as soon as possible. Q4 is the planned delivery for this device. We should expect to see a sort of announcement and then availability soon after, certainly in Europe anyway. We're only talking about the European models here. And price, of course, they say it's going to be competitive. So that rounds up the Z830 overview. You're listening to Ultrabook News. My name's Chippy. Thanks for watching.